Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take the test on westward expansion. I hope everybody studied. I'm going to walk you through some of the major concepts one more time, so listen carefully. If you want to take notes, great. It's always good to write things down once again. Use your packet as a guide if you can. Start out with the reasons that individuals went west. Remember the memory clue. They were living large. They wanted to live large. So here are all the things that you have to know about why people went west. They went for land. With the Homestead Act of 1862 signed by Lincoln, they had reason to go west. They sought adventure. They had railroads that would help them conquer the West, as well as other technological advancements. They were seeking gold, especially after the discovery of gold in 1849 at Sutter's Mill, the California gold rush, and silver in places like Colorado and Nevada. Exodusters who were former slaves went west to find a new beginning after the 13th Amendment was abolished slavery. Once they got there, what did they find? They found flatlands that slowly rise toward the west. They found land with little rainfall. It was very difficult to raise a crop. They found erosion from wind and water. And they found dust storms. So the characteristics of the West, especially the Great Plains, spell the word fled, which is what they were doing. They fled the east. Here they are again. Take a good look at them. Write them down if you have to. Use big letters for the memory clue. L-A-R-G-E. Remember, exodusters, fled, flatlands, through dust storms. Here's a question you'll encounter. Because of the new technologies, people saw the Great Plains not as a treeless wasteland, but as a vast area to be settled. And they used these inventions and adaptations to do it. Take a careful look at them. Make sure you know what each one does and what problem they were designed. You can see the impact of Western movement on Native Americans, forced to relocate onto the reservation starting from the Trail of Tears of 1830 all the way through to the Battle of Wounded Knee. Assimilation with the Carlisle School. Take away their culture, make them white. Reduce the buffalo. We saw this in our PAT, that each buffalo killed was an Indian gone in the eyes of the white man. And they broke treaties like the Treaty of Fort Laramie, which took their land away and repossessed it. And they fought two important battles. Little Bighorn in Montana, 1876, Custer's Last Stand. The massacre at Wounded Knee, where 300 Lakota were killed and 25 soldiers were killed on the Pine Ridge Reservation in South Dakota. The inventions and the problem that they overcame, you're going to have to know these. Windmills pump water for farming and drinking. Steel plows cut the difficult soil. Wheat farming grows in the hot summer and the winter. Barbed wire keeps the animals in. Beef cattle can survive also in difficult conditions. Sod houses were made because they didn't have any trees. Dry farming allows the farming to occur without much moisture, and then railroads were used to move people and goods across the West. Let's learn our states. Everybody should know every state by now. We'll start with the cities. Denver, Colorado. Salt Lake City, Utah. Don't forget Nevada looks like a V. Idaho, potato. Montana, big sky country on top. And Wyoming, north of Colorado. In the Southwest, you've got Oklahoma, looks like a pan. Biggest state in the lower 48 is Texas. Its main city is San Antonio. Santa Fe, New Mexico, that's the capital, and then Arizona. And of course, Santa Fe, New Mexico, is the home of Geronimo, the Apache leader. Let's go back and take a look at our three, and if we can, take a look at our three Native Americans. Remember, Chief Joseph he led the Nez Perce and said, "I shall fight no more forever." Geronimo, Apache warrior, and Sitting Bull, a Lakota